So I was just thinking about one time I got into a motorcycle accident, and there was these moments right before I hit a car. I was going about 75-ish and accelerating, and a car going like 35-ish just pulled right out in front of me, and I hit the back corner of the car and flew. In the police report, she said she heard something hit the back of her car, and as she was looking out the window, she saw me flying like Superman past her driver's side window, which is actually pretty funny to think about. And then I'm just flying by. Anyways, I slid like a long ways, like 70 feet or something. But actually, maybe that actually all wasn't sliding. Now that I think about it, I was probably flying. But there is this moment, and some of you might have this experience, but there is this moment where I knew that I was going to be in this accident, right? I knew I was absolutely going to hit this car on the 405 freeway in the middle of rush hour with many other cars around. And there was this moment where I didn't know what was in the immediate future beyond the fact that I'm going to get into a motorcycle accident right now. And there is this surrender so much that my consciousness was completely separate from my body, but so in my body. And I don't know really what that is, because I experienced it another time in 5th grade, this time on a bicycle, and my house at the top of the hill, and there was a hill, and at the bottom of the hill we went through a parking lot, and then there was a wood chip pile, and we were hitting that as a ramp. And I started at the top of the hill, rode my bike down, and I was going way too fast. I don't even know if I hit the wood chip pile or not, but I remember there was this moment where I was going straight into a brick wall, like straight into a brick wall, going as fast as you can go down on a bike down a hill. And I remember that same feeling of surrender to what was about to happen, that essentially could be the end of my life, right? In both scenarios. And actually, I think I got closer to dying there than in the motorcycle. In both scenarios, I was knocked unconscious for a long period of time. I lost memory before, during, and after. But the clarity that I have in that conscious thought right before it happened, I don't know if it's different. It's a different type of flow state, meditative state, out of body. It's different. It's this moment of impending doom. Anyways, there's this awareness, this level of observation of self in this physical reality, and that's what some people call awakening, or being woke, right? Becoming awoken to the isness of physical life, right? There's an observer observing the body, making an assessment of what is. This body is going to get into a motorcycle accident. Very, very matter-of-factly, right? It is not the body like squeezing the brakes. No, don't let them. There's a difference. There's a difference. And as the observer, you cannot be the observer. Whatever the observer is observing, there's a separation, right? If I'm looking at this persimmon, I'm not the persimmon. I'm the observer of the persimmon. I think most of us are pretty familiar with this concept. Now, that's being awakened to ourselves, the different multidimensional aspects of ourselves within this physical reality. What about the non-physical reality, right? Every night we go to sleep. Are we remaining asleep when we're sleeping? Or have you intended to awaken to yourself in the non-physical dimensions, which we call dreaming. It's what we call dreaming. And are we able to have that observer self within the dream world. This may or may not be a concept that you've considered before. However, just like intending to be knowledgeable or wise on certain subjects in life, we can intend the same thing in the dream world. And there is practices we can do to do this. Yoga Nidra gets into that a little bit. Just start with an intention. Start with having an intention. I want to say desire so much, but it's not desire. Having an intention to awaken within the dream. Yeah, I leave you with that.